Yo, what is going on today, guys? Hope you're having a great day as always. Now, the title of this video is the weapon that I'm using in this gameplay. It is called the Silvered HUSHWIND-D, and there are a few assault rifles that I've had used against me, in particular that I've taken note of, just to try to roll some of them off. I guess like the Shingen-E, the Silvered HUSHWIND-D, and the Galahad-E. Those are three auto rifles that I've seen that have been pretty effective against me and other people. So it was pretty exciting because I've been using the same auto rifle since I hit level 9. I've been using the Shingen-C, and since damage is normalized in multiplayer, the fact that this weapon does 217 damage or whatever, and my Shingen-C did 87 or 89 or whatever,
The fuck did that motherfucker
not the
come
huge
from?
difference between these two weapons, because again, damage is normalized, so you're not really going to see twice or more the amount of power in every shot. It's important to use a weapon though that has good characteristics. For example, that's why if I'm using a primary weapon, I would like to have an auto rifle, because they are very, very effective in pretty much every situation. It's just like using an assault rifle in Call of Duty or the battle rifle in Halo. It's just a weapon that works in pretty much every scenario. So yeah, this is a great weapon. This gameplay was the first gameplay of me using it. I hadn't used it before, so this is kind of what you can expect if you unlock the Silvered HUSHWIND-D. It's got this pretty sweet little red dot. That's the standard one. It's got 3 different sights on it for you to choose from. So if that's not the one that you like, there's another red dot, and there's another sight as well. I haven't used it, but pretty neat stuff. This thing melts, as you can see. I just melted those two guys. Again, it of course depends on how you aim. You need to still aim well. You need to still aim high and at the head, but you can see the difference, like how difficult it would be for if I use some other weapon to try to get those couple of kills and whatnot. So, in my opinion, this is definitely a good weapon to use. If you do unlock it, I highly recommend it. I've seen some people using pulse rifles or hand cannons. Or there's some other weapons I think you can use as a primary. But overall, I just don't think there's any comparison to the auto rifle. I mean, some of you guys might be having success with other types of primary weapons, and that's all fine and dandy, but I personally have tried out the hand cannon, I've tried out the pulse rifle. They don't really work very well for me, or haven't. Maybe it's because I haven't unlocked things. That's one of the things you guys got to pay attention to when you unlock a new weapon. Is like this, for example, my rockets. I'll talk a little bit about them. My rocket has only one rocket per magazine and whatnot, but it has some special characteristics. For example, one of them is on sometimes when you reload, it'll add an extra rocket to the magazine without taking away from whatever ammo you have in your rockets currently. So it's a pretty sick setup, and it also there's a few things you can choose from, but one of them I think I chose the one where it says it draws the weapon readies incredibly fast. So I don't know if I don't think I unlocked it here, so it might not be showing, but basically you can whip this thing out real quick and fire off a rocket. And also my rocket launcher has a great blast radius. By the way, if you did notice, I had 2 rockets in the magazine there, so that's just one of those perks of using this rocket launcher. So it's important. A lot of those perks though, you have to unlock them through using the weapon, so don't give up on a weapon. If it's good like this, like I just got a rocket launcher with 2 rockets in the magazine, but I'm not using that rocket launcher because I think this one is better. It's saying that the blast radius on this this rocket launcher that I'm currently using is much larger than the one on the 2 mag. So I'm kind of believing it, you know, without having used the other rocket launcher, just because I mean, you know, there's nothing really wrong with having just one rocket in your mag, but eventually, I know once I level up, I'll find one that has 2 in the mag, and that's just insanely good. So I'll end up using that. But what I'm trying to get at is, you guys need to be aware of the special perks that you can get from upgrading your weapon, and that's just basically through using it. And also, a little pro tip here is, go to the town or whatever that all the Guardians are in, and get some bounties under your belt. Like, for example, last night I accepted 4 bounties and I completed them all, and I ranked up my I ranked up some of my guns, such as the silver HUSHWIND-D and my rocket launcher. Like, by completing bounties, it will unlock really cool stuff for you and give you experience and Crucible reputation, which I think ultimately is what you're going to need in order to buy legendaries. If you want to buy it by using the Crucible marks instead of the Vanguard marks, which the Crucible marks you get from playing the player versus player, and the Vanguard marks you get from playing player versus everything, aka the campaign kind of things and the raids and whatnot. Me personally, I've only played player versus player since getting level 5, and this is still sorry, this is still the only character that I have, is this hunter. I'm still level 22. I'm getting a little bit closer to 23, but it will kind of, I think things will kind of fall into place once I can get my Crucible rank up a little bit more, and you know, especially if I'm able to buy legendaries, because those have a ton of light attached to them, which is the attribute that you need in order to gain levels past level 20. You need light, so you need to equip items with light on them. So yeah, I'm getting there, and but the player versus player, I think it's pretty good in this game overall. I mean, I really wish, like, in these objective games, I could talk to my teammates, because it's really not super productive to, you know, not be able to talk to my teammates. And we're trying to win, obviously, but like this game just fell away. Just got away from us somehow. I think my teammates just weren't. I mean, I looked at the scores. It's obviously my teammates weren't really, you know, playing that great. But we still could have won. I think we really could have still could have won if we just organized ourselves. But you know, same goes for the other team. I mean, they can't really talk to each other too, I guess. But it depends. You know, if the other team is in a party, they can talk to each other, and so they have a significant advantage, not only because they're all friends and in a party and they're probably, you know, play with each other and stuff like that frequently, but they can talk to each other, so that's, they can communicate and whatnot, and that's just something that I can't do when, or, you know, nobody can do, so it's, if you're not in a party, so it's just frustrating. I'm sure that they will fix that. They have to fix that. It's one of those really stupid omissions from the game. I'm just hoping it's sooner rather than later, because I really want to get some better communication and maybe even learn some callouts for these maps. And but there's still no private lobby, so it's not like you can set up a game where you can test out a map and do some jumps and tricks and whatnot on the map, and you know, figure out like things, because it's hard to figure out things when you're in the heat of battle and you're in a live match. So that's just my 2 cents. But anyway, guys, little summary, use the silver HUSHWIND-D. I highly recommend it. At least try it out if you unlock it, and don't give up on weapons that you think may not be the best. Just look at their characteristics and see if you might unlock something that's neat. So anyway, guys, please subscribe if you haven't already, and click like, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.